Where is HS weakest?
I think from what I've seen, he comes out the gates, very strong, trying to get a KO in the first 10 seconds, and that's just not me. That's not going to happen. So I'm ready for whatever he wants to try and bring.
I actually haven't seen anything from this guy, Mosiah Binder. That's a pretty accurate assessment of HS, at least from what I see. A lot of people are hyping up HS's power and hyping up the fact that he's this destroyer, he's this marauder, and he's a guy that's about to take over Misfits. You hear Mams Taylor calling him the John Jones of Misfits. I think it's a pretty accurate description of at least the only fight we've really ever seen him in was the George Fensom fight. It was wild, a bit reckless, and quite frankly was in there with a guy that didn't want to fight at all. So there wasn't much to take away, but what you can see is that HS is strong, he's fast, he's got good eyes, he's able to throw some feints and throw some stuff behind it, but I don't know, man. We'll see what this guy has. You would not think Misfits trying to build their star, calling him the face of the company, they put him in with a guy that legitimately could beat him. I don't know about anything about the Mosiah guy. You think they put HS in with someone that they think he can beat?
I felt like he's one-handed fighter. He only throws his jab. He doesn't know how to throw his right hand, confidently. But yeah, I've been working so hard. I've been working with I have another member of in my team, and I've improved so much.
Interesting. Okay, I don't know what the question was because we're watching highlights, but Saul Poppy said that he thinks King Kenny is a one-handed fight because he only throws his jab. He's not confident in his right hand. I have seen Kenny be very confident in his right hand in different fights. My mate Nate fight, knocked Nate out with the right hand. Obviously, the Whindersson Nunes fight, super confident in his right hand. Knocked out DK Money with his right hand. So Kenny is more than just his jab. His jab is excellent. He's got a great jab, and he understands how to use it. And if there was going to be a one hand that you would want to be super confident with, honestly, in my opinion, it would be his jab because he can control the fight with just that in most cases because of his reach, which is freakishly abnormal for his size. And honestly, you could also say the same thing Poppy is saying about King Kenny. About Poppy, how many times has he been reliant on his left hand, without his jab, without his hook, without his lead hand? Sometimes he becomes more of a one-handed fighter where he relies on that big left hand, whether it's short to the body as he's running in or it's the pullback, clubbing left hand across the chin he hit Josh Bruckner with. That I would almost attribute to Saul Poppy just as much as he attributed it to King Kenny.
King Kenny, what do you feel is your biggest advantage coming into this co-main event?
Oh, my reach. Obviously, need to not use it, but also my strength, my IQ. Been sparring a lot of southpaws, a lot of rounds in. My IQ for fighting southpaws have gone up, and I'm more than ready on Thursday night.
I really, really, really cannot wait for this fight. I know there's not been a lot of promo around it, but King Kenny Salt Poppy could have been a main event on maybe a smaller card. These two have been destined to fight almost as long as Gibb and Slim have. And on top of the fact that this fight is already a massive fight, co-main event, a lot on the line. We're talking about the clinch situation. We're talking about how this fight can go. This wasn't verified when it was sent to the fighter, or fighters have the exact same verbiage in their contract so that they train for the same amount of time, they prepare for the same amount of time in a fight, and so they know how many. So then we get to our main event, and here's where things got juicy. Here's where the beef came out, and I'm talking it was cooked. It wasn't rare, medium rare. This shit was well done. Let's take a listen at this.
You know who I want to win? Between Slim and Gibb, I want Slim. I want Slim to win. I want Slim to put down Gibb once and for all, because this brother's been talking for the longest time, and now I know everyone's been saying that me and Gibb are friends, this, that. Me and Gibb aren't friends. We hardly ever...
Okay, hold on. There's a lot to discuss right off rip. First off, Cali Sourland looks super uncomfortable. Deji looks like he's seen a ghost out here. Look at his face when that said.
Me and Gibb aren't friends. We hardly ever talk.
He's like, oh God, okay, here we go, it's coming out. This could be fight promo, and sure, I'll even believe that it is fight promo, just to say me and Gibb aren't friends, we don't talk ever. But I've been telling you guys for a couple of years now, whether this is fight promo or not, they're not as close friends as you want to believe.
Okay, so let's get this straight. We sparred, I beat him, I destroyed him. He isn't on my level, okay? So I want Slim to show the world that he's better than Gibb and finally shut him up.
And boom goes the dynamite. Here is the one thing that everybody has brought up kind of quietly and everyone's tiptoed around. I've asked Vidal about it. I've asked Leon about it. I've asked all these people, and they kind of tiptoed around this alleged spar. I think it's actually the second spar between Gib and KSI. I think the first one was when they first started influencer boxing, and then the second one was I don't know how long ago it was, but maybe it was when KSI was coming back to the scene. I don't remember. But that to me sounds like a couple things. One, yes, it's 5